Hello, everybody. All right, my loves, let us get into our next law of the universe. Up next is a big one because it gets a lot of airtime. The law of attraction. Like attracts like. Your reality is a reflection of a belief that you have, the beliefs that you have, because at every moment, you are attracting to you what you think, what you believe, what you take action on. So let's talk about what this means for us. The work is in the beliefs that we hold, the thoughts that we think, the feelings that we experience, the actions that we take. If you want to change your life, you have to look at your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, your statements, what you're consuming, because you can say you want something, but if you don't believe that you can have it and you feel the lack of it, if you focus on the wanting of it and you're not taking action on it, if you don't believe it, if you aren't in vibrational resonance with it, you can't manifest it. The law of attraction is the most well known of all the laws, I think. You've probably heard of it from the book or the movie The Secret, which goes into the law of attraction in great detail. You've also probably heard about the law of attraction from Abe or Abraham Hicks. If you haven't binged Abe's content, I highly recommend it. There is so much applicable magic here, and they do tons of discussions on specific topics that you might be desiring around attracting that into your life. For this month's training, I want to approach it a little bit differently. I know so many of us have heard a ton about this law. So rather than teach on the principles, I want to focus on application and integration and deep understanding. I want to take a few of the big, flashy statements and catchphrases and commonly heard things and really explore them together. So let's start. The first one that I hear all the time: the law of attraction is a universal principle that states you will attract into your life whatever you focus on. What you give your energy and attention to is what comes back to you. When you focus on the abundance of good things in your life, you will automatically attract more positive things into your life. Now, when we hear this, we are often thinking, like, okay, all I have to do is chant, repeat, and think, conceptually think in the brain positive, happy, fluffy thoughts, rainbows and ponies, unicorns, like pretty flowers. And one of the things that I really want to talk about here is you will attract into your life what you focus on, not just what you think, not just what you repeat, but what you focus on. So, what I mean by that, let's take a common affirmation or intention of I am abundant. So, you can think that I'm abundant, I'm abundant. You can have that on the back of your phone, you can have that on the back of your computer, you can type that in as your password. And if you're only thinking it, you're reading it, you're thinking it, but you're not feeling it, you're not being it, it does not translate into the law of attraction. So let's talk about it in another perspective. So if you're constantly thinking, I am abundant, but when you think about your bank account, you think and feel and experience the sensation of lack, of not enough, of tension, of fear, then what you are attracting is what you are feeling and thinking and being and believing versus just the thought of it. So around this one specifically, you will attract into your life whatever you focus on. So, in the moments where you have a lower vibration feeling, thought, intention, experience, I want you to look around you and I want you to pick something that feels good, that is a higher vibration, that is a belief that you love and desire and want to affirm. So, for instance, if you are going to check out at a store and you've been practicing the affirmation of I am abundant, and then when you go to swipe your card, you feel that tension, you feel that resistance, you feel that fear, I want you to look around you and find something that you can focus on that feels better, that feels good, that feels more in alignment in general or more in alignment with your specific intention. So around this situation, our intention is abundance. So you are running your card and you're like, I know that I have the money to pay for this thing. I am so grateful that I have the money in my bank account. I am so grateful that we have the ability to just run a card or scan our phones. I'm so grateful that I have a job or I have this career or I'm following my dharma, and that's what brings financial abundance into my life. I really want you guys to focus on one little thing here that feels good. So that might be something as simple as, okay, I'm so grateful and thankful for the clothes that I'm wearing, for the water bottle that I have that's nourishing me, for the car that drove me to this store. I'm so grateful and thankful for my presence, that I caught the sensation of going to run my card through and I felt that tension in my body. I'm so grateful and thankful for that awareness. Now I can work on it. Now I have a choice. Now I can do something different, because you will attract into your life what you focus on. So if you can focus on presence, if you can focus on gratitude, if you can focus on one thing that feels good, you're automatically allowing yourself to attract more of that into your life. All right. The second one that I have for you guys. The law of attraction is a philosophy suggesting that the positive thoughts bring positive results into your life, while negative thoughts bring negative outcomes. It is based on the belief that thoughts are a form of energy. So, one of the misconceptions or one of the lower vibration or issues that I have found with this specific one is that when we add in negative thoughts bring negative outcomes, we often feel like one negative thought, oh my God, I fucked it up. Oh my God, I did it wrong. Oh my God, I ruined my ability to manifest. And this thing that I really want to support you guys in integrating in this specific kind of catchphrase or buzzword or teaching here is that because we are human and because we have this human experience, we are no longer, for the most part, there are some of us that have achieved this, we're no longer, for the most part, immediate manifestors. So that means that when we have a negative thought, it doesn't immediately manifest in front of us. So if we are aware of that negative thought, we have the opportunity to shift it. And so another one of Abraham Hicks' teachings is that we learn sometimes even more, but as much from contrast, from the things we don't want, from the negative feelings, from the lower vibration feelings, from the like, ugh, I don't desire that. That's not for me, as we do from the positive, from the aligned, from the, oh, yes, I want that thing. So utilize this, shift your perspective and your interaction with this and your integration of this. Positive thoughts bring positive results and negative thoughts bring negative results into thoughts are a form of energy. And so if we put energy behind lack, if we put energy behind mistrust, if we put energy behind scarcity, those things become our vibration and we start to attract more and more and more of that. So again, just like our first one, let us become aware of the form of energy that our thoughts are. And when we think something that doesn't align, let's use that as an example, as a template, as a jumping off point for what it is that we do desire. So when you have that feeling, when you have that thought, when you're going to run your card of like, oh my God, what if it doesn't work? Allow yourself to go, okay, that was a negative thought. That is a thought that I don't desire to feel, that I don't desire to become, that I don't desire to set the tuning dial for my attraction. What would I prefer? What's the truth that I desire to believe? What is the truth that I desire to integrate? There's always more where that came from. I exist in a constant state of overflow. I am an abundant being tuning into the abundance of the universe. Maybe you want to shift out of money in the 3D completely and shift into money into the 5D of wealth and prosperity and abundance and availability, knowing that every human is available, is able, is capable of finding the vibration of wealth and prosperity and money and abundance, and that this is just an energetic game. So again, this is based on the belief that thoughts are a form of energy. And so that is an electrical current, that is a vibration, that is a frequency that magnetizes more like it. So replace that one thought, that 5 thoughts, those 10 thoughts with more presence, with more being, with more vibrational alignment, with more energy in the direction that you desire. All right, next. Rather than dwelling on things that are going wrong, it's about doing what you can in the moment to improve any negative situation and letting the rest go to rest. This is very similar in the sense that we're asking ourselves not to put blinders on and just blatantly repeat positivity, but to sink into presence and become very aware when we are dwelling on what is not in alignment. Because we're focusing on the not having, on the wanting, we are separating ourselves further and further and further from what it is that we do desire, that we do want. So finding a energy, a vibrational resonance that feels more aligned, that is the capital T truth instead of the little t truth, and really focusing on that, being with that, experiencing that, becoming in vibrational resonance and alignment with that. I definitely want to talk more about the law of attraction with everyone. So if you guys have specific questions, if you have specific premises that you would love to explore in this manner, please drop them in the comments. Please send them over to me. I want to continue this conversation. And in this month's online gathering, we are going to talk a little bit about this. And we're also going to talk a little bit about something that's going to come up in our mantra practice. So I cannot wait to deep dive further into this and really shift your relationship with the law of attraction from something that you just hear a lot about, see a lot about, to something that you are able to be about and find that vibrational current and tune your frequency.